Hello, we're going to be walk in the joy of the Lord because the joy of the Lord is our strength. Nehemiah 8:10. Now, when you wake up or during the course of the day, don't let your emotions take control. It's like having a horse. You don't want to let that horse start running too fast or galloping too fast. It's almost impossible to hold the reins in. You choose by an act of your will to walk in joy, whatever the circumstances. Even whatever comes against you, thank God that He can still bring good out of every circumstance that's coming against you. Glory be to God. And remember that in the Old Testament, it was different. New Testament. In the New Testament, we have all the fullness of Godhead in us through Jesus. And we have the love of God, we have the joy of God, we have the peace of God, all these qualities inside of us. And we can bring them out by quoting God's word, by giving thanks, and by choosing to rejoice. Psalm 118:24 says that this is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Choose by an act of your will because God's word says so. And also, it's a little bit of a self. You can do it from a self-motivation too because it's really, really good for your health. A merry heart maketh good like medicine. I think that's Proverbs 17:22. A cheerful heart as a continual feast. It's much better for your health to smile and to laugh and walk in the joy of God. Do it so you have a better health and you enjoy your life on earth. And the more you give thanks for the good things that God does for you, or the more you give thanks for the good things He brings out, even in the tough situations. There's a lot of bad stuff that happens in people's lives, but you can still give thanks that God's bringing good things through those tough situations or bad situations. Because if you don't, you start getting in that whinging, whining mode. And we know that the Israelites in the wilderness, but God got really cheesed off at them after a while when they kept whinging, whining, moaning, and groaning. Now, sometimes you can go to your Father in Jesus' name and say, Lord, this is really frustrating me. This is really annoying me. Be honest in that respect. But Lord, I choose to give you thanks. In all things, you're working for my good because I love according to your purposes. Romans 8:28, I think it is. Or you can actually say, I thank you for that. And I think you're bringing good things out of this situation. Be honest, but don't focus on the whinging, whining, moaning. You know what it's like when you go around someone who's always whinging, always negative. It's like a black cloud of depression, and you just want to get away from that person straight away. Choose to walk in the joy of the Lord. It's a fruit of the Spirit. You can and walk in that fruit, particularly when you're praising and worshiping God, because God inhabits a praise. If you've got Psalm 22:3. So my encouragement is to choose by act of your will. Choose life. Choose the joy of the Lord. It's going to be wonderful health and medicine for all your flesh. God bless you. That's your foresee in heaven.